Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to the Silent Lore channel. And it is your host, Zalden Intro. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a deep discussion of the character Angela in Silent Hill 2. I wanted to make a whole video about Angela because I feel like with her character, it just goes very deep, and I would have included everyone, like her, Eddie, Maria, Laura, but I feel like that's for another video, maybe next week. But I just want to do a whole analysis of her because I think she's one of the most interesting characters in terms of her backstory, which is very dark. We'll warn you guys there right now. But yeah, we're just gonna be discussing her and why she came to Silent Hill and who she is as a character. Without further ado, let's get into the video. When we first meet Angela, she seems tense, nervous, scared, almost like a cloud of fear and confusion is floating above her everywhere she goes. So why is she in Silent Hill? We know already why James is in Silent Hill. If you haven't watched the last video, go check it out if you want. No pressure. But the reason Angela is in Silent Hill is because she is looking for her mother. And you feel sad for her in a way. Like you want to go out of your way to help this girl, but you can't. And, that's not really the objective within the game because we're playing as James. And, James already has his own priorities looking for his dead wife. But this isn't the last time we see Angela, as we see her again in the apartment. And she's in this dark room, and it's very, in my opinion, it's creepy and just weird in a way, but she's staring at herself at the mirror, and she's holding a large, sharp knife, and clearly this girl got problems. I mean, a lot of characters do in this game. And just based on her looks and her body language, she just seems broken emotionally. Just by the look on her face, it just says, I'm done. And when I was making this video, I did a whole search on the internet of Angela's backstory, and just reading it from what I'm about to say in this video, it's just very sad and just disturbing. But I'll keep going. It isn't mentioned in the game, but Angela is given more background in the novel book Silent Hill 2 by Sadamu Yamashita. And to briefly talk about her backstory, it is disturbing when finding out her lore. But basically, Angela grew up in a very toxic family home where she went through something that no other human should ever go through. And in the novel, it talks about how Angela was physically, verbally, and sexually abused by her own father and brother, and her own mother, who never comforted her or defended her, told her she deserved it. And it's just very sad in a way, because I don't think I mentioned this, but Angela's in Silent Hill trying to find her mother, and the whole time she just seems lost and confused and just so tensed of everyone she comes across. And that right there, you could just tell she's just been through hell. And you know, it's just really, really sad in my opinion. But Angela then kills her abusers, her father and brother, with the knife we see when she's staring at herself in the mirror. And she probably holds the knife, she holds the knife to like be like a reminder maybe of her guilt of what she's done. And yeah, but she shows us players that she wanted to end her suffering. And it's never stated, but in my opinion, I think the only reason she doesn't remember killing her dad and brother is because her trauma from all the abuse caused her to have severe depression, PTSD, social anxiety, and suicidal thoughts. And mind you, this girl is 19, and she went through all of this at that age. And, you know, anyone going through that kind of stuff, like, should never go through that at all. And the people who do that is just pure evil, in my opinion. It's just very, very, very dark stuff. But it gets kind of worse from here. So there's a boss fight in the game, and who we fight is called Abstract Daddy. And this is a manifestation of Angela's trauma, as Abstract Daddy is her father, and the details of this thing, like its features, is just creepy and noticeable of what it is. And just by seeing it, you'll notice that it looks like a giant bed frame with arms and legs, and on top of it looks like two people in an intimate, forceful position. And this boss fight is just very eerie. And like after all this, like after you defeat the boss, you just feel just so much like weight on your shoulders. I mean, that's how I felt when I first played it. And like, I was literally, after the boss fight, I was like, oh my God, like what did I just play? Like that was just really intense feelings right there. Especially with the boss fight, because you're like running around like these hallways and these giant bed frames like trying to kill you. Excuse me. But anyway, you kind of feel Angela's pain after the fight. And I think she was drawn to come to Silent Hill because she feels the guilt and torment of the abuse she went through. And the town is feeding off her misery and making her pain a reality. Like the person she feared and hated the most came to life, which was Abstract Daddy. And yeah. And the last time we see Angela is at the end of the game at the Lakeview Hotel, where she ends herself by walking in her fiery grave. She states that she always lived in a hellish burning state. She was engulfed by trauma, and she remembers at that moment with James by the stairs that her mother never cared for her, and that is why she walks upstairs where the fire waits for her to bury her with her sorrows. That's going to be the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I didn't cover everything you guys may have wanted, but I just wanted to do a brief discussion over Angela and her lore and her background. And also I just didn't want to talk about more of the disturbing details within her character. But that's gonna be it. Next week I'll probably be discussing the lore of Eddie and Maria and Laura, and how they bring a whole impact within the game, and where they're coming from, and just who they are as a character. I hope you guys will be ready for that video, but as of now, Zaldin is out. I'll see you guys in the next video.